Hey traders, John Howell here, and in this video I'm going to be going over the charts and looking at the S&P technical analysis, the Dow Jones, the Nasdaq. I'll also be looking at the GDX, GDXJ, and why I believe there's actually a bit of a small or just a bit of a warning sign when it comes to gold right now. For people that are jumping in on gold, a bit of a warning sign when it comes to gold. I'm going to share with you the reason why there's a silver and gold warning right now, and what I think about what's happening moving forward. Also, I'll be looking at a few stocks such as Appl and a few other stocks as well. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get straight into it. The Dow Jones Industrial Average right now is indeed still at this area of, it's sort of a rejection point where the market is. If I bring up the last sort of 3 months, we can see what's happening through here. Firstly, this whole band, the 26,500 up to the 27,500, this 1,000-point range is indeed a sort of a rejection point from the weekly charts. So we're still having a lot of problems through here. Now, we can see that by looking at this Dow Jones chart, we can see that we've had this low point through here. We had this low point through here. So this here was a higher low. We had a higher low, bit of a DB, which is a double bottom. We ran up, another little slight higher low, ran up, and now this high, this low is higher than this low. So this also could be, we don't know yet, a higher low. We need to see the Dow Jones break above this level through here, which is around about the 27,000 level, for it to say, okay, now we're likely to continue running up and moving forward. So does this low hold here or not? That'll yet to be seen to see what goes on through there. Moving on now through to the S&P 500, and we actually have a different story with the S&P. S&P 500 is probably going to run up to an all-time new high. The line at the top here, this line, let me actually add the value to show value. So around about that level through there is indeed the previous high point when it comes to the S&P 500. And we're very, very close to that right now. So I would not be too surprised if we saw this continued to run up and rally up to an all-time new high on the S&P 500. Once again, by looking at the S&P 500, we have this low point, which is a higher low. We have this low point, which is a higher low. Bit of a DB, double bottom through here. Oh, a bit of a sideways movement. A bit of a sideways movement, rally up, pull back. Now another higher low, breaking past these previous highs. So we've broken up through there. So I would not be too surprised if we continue to see this sort of action as we slowly, as you can see, it's more of a slow grind on the S&P 500 before we break up to all-time new highs. We're almost at that level now. We did actually have a gap up here, and isn't that fascinating? We had this gap. This was a gap here, and it's so fascinating. It's so interesting to see that the S&P 500 is pretty much that level there is the gap close. It's pretty much closed the gap. Really, really. I never thought it was going to come and close that gap, but so there you go, guys. That's what I'm seeing through there. Now let's go have a look at silver and gold. First, I'm going to start off with gold. Now, why am I saying silver and gold warning? Well, it's a short-term warning, guys. Okay, short-term warning that I don't believe we're likely to sustain this continued upward move. It always is some chance of it happening right now, but there is a really good chance we're likely to see some form of a pullback when it comes to gold. Firstly, the first reason is if I go look at my UUP, which is my US dollar, there's a really good chance we're going to see like a bit of a backing pattern or a bit of a pullback. We've been going, you can see how we went down for quite some time and then we had a nice pullback. Down for quite some time, we're probably likely to get a nice pullback out of the US dollar. So moving on now through to through gold. Firstly, we have been rising for a little bit. You can see how we're getting a bit of a sort of a flat top type of movement where you can see that it's having a lot of problems breaking past this level through here, which is around that sort of $19,000 level. I wouldn't be too surprised if we did get like one last push to the 2,000 level. It seems like that 2,000 is a good number there for it to try to get there. But also on another level, if we bring up my moving average, and you can see my moving average, which is let me just take all the trend lines off the screen. You'll notice with my 52 moving average that when we get to a certain distance away from the moving average, it comes back down to it. Certain away, comes back down to it. Certain a price away, comes back down to it. Right now, this is the furthest? Is that the word? Furthest it's been away from the moving average. So I would not be too surprised if we did just see a bit of a pullback before we continue up. I see much higher prices long-term, guys, when it comes to silver and gold, but I would not be too surprised if we did see something. Let's actually do this again. I would not be too surprised if we did see like a little bit of a pullback, possibly even down towards these levels down through here on this weekly charts. So possibly even a bit of a pullback. There's possibly a bit of a channel there as well too, isn't there? So maybe, just maybe, we're going to have maybe even a bit of a pullback down towards 1900. Maybe that's going to be it for there, and then we hold and then we continue rallying up. So that's what I'm seeing through a bit of a short-term warning, a bit of a warning for silver, for gold there. And then also I believe that if that's going to happen with gold, then silver is likely to do something similar, which is a bit of a sideways movement or stay sideways, because I believe this breakout through this level that we're getting through here is the breakout, is the start of a lot more upside to come. And silver's probably going to start to catch up to gold really quickly. But on a short term, I see a lot more sideways like we're doing right now, or even a bit of a pullback would be very, very healthy for that. But on the big picture here, let's go to the weekly charts. Let's go to weekly charts. On the big picture, as you can see, we've just broken out of my sort of triangle pattern through here. We broke the $20. We ran straight to 26. We're holding. I wouldn't be too surprised to see a little bit of a pullback before we broke and ran up to all-time new high. Now that all-time new high, guys, may happen over the next 2 years. It may happen over the next 12 months. We just never know. Moving on now through to the GDX and the GDXJ. GDX actually ran straight to my target and has stopped right there. You can see this was my sort of projection target. All I'm using for the projection target, guys, you can see my box, how this was pretty much in a channel for, apart from this low point down here, pretty much a channel. And all I did was just get the projected channel, very, very simple. The top of the channel to the low of the channel, project that up, and you can see how it's actually stopped right there cold. Now, so we can see that that's what's going on through there when it comes to the GDX. So a bit of a pullback, but again, more upside coming on the GDX. But on the GDXJ, this is pretty cool. Remember, I just shared with you the projected target. So on silver, as you can see, I had a projected target on silver. As you can see, that was the line. And how I got that line was just measuring from the top of this triangle pattern, and then just projecting that out from the breakout, and that's where it's likely to run to. Projected target filled. Same for gold. GDX has already hit the target. GDXJ has not. Look at this. We have a channel. So guys, do not go out there and start to buy this market right now, because there's probably a good chance we'll likely get a bit of a pullback first before we run up, or if we ever do. It's no guarantees of that happening, guys, okay? Listen to what I just said. There is no, even though there's a high probability we're going to get to $75, we're going to continue moving up to at least $75, which is my target. Do not be going out there buying it, because it may just pause here and drop down. Oh, John, that's never going to happen. If you do place a trade, guys, make sure you have good risk management. That's all I say. You're not going to listen to me anyway. So, but I personally would like to see a bit more of a pullback as well too. I'd love to see a bit more of a pullback, because I actually want to get into the GDXJ. I'm not in it yet, but I definitely do see probably a nice $10 extra move back to the upside when it comes to the GDXJ, and the $75 target I have. Now, when I say $75 target, or $75 around, or 75, yeah, around 75, that is the target that I see GDXJ going to. That's on the short term. the long term, I see a lot more upside to come. So that's something that's really, really, I believe this breakout here, once we broke out of my triangle box, we just broke out. That's the sign that's the sign that we're likely to get a nice move to come. GDX, once we broke out of my box, we're now starting a very nice move up. Gold, once we broke out of my box, we've had a very nice move up. Gold broke out early last year. That's the reason why it's been going up for 12 months. And same for silver. Silver has just broken out of my box. So that's the reason why I believe, and there's a lot more to the box than just having a box there, guys. It's based on, time. It's based on price and time and, and understanding the markets and so on and so forth. So it's more than just the box, but I'm keeping it simple for you. My box says, we were now breaking out. We're now starting a new bull market. So a lot more upside to come in silver. Exciting prices. If you think that this was exciting, if you think this was big in silver, you haven't seen nothing yet over the next 12 months. Silver's going to be absolutely ballistic. And GDX to me has just broken out of my box. So therefore we're just starting as we speak right now, that nice bull market that I see happening with those sort of markets. And I just want to quickly share with you Appl. Let's have a quick look at Appl here. Appl, guys, has continued to be huge in these markets. And as you can see that we had a move up, bit of a pullback towards the 52, and now we're just ricocheting up to the upside again. If I look at my weekly charts, guys, that is not sustainable. Okay, this is not sustainable, and it's just crazy what's happening with Appl right now. And we're likely to get some form of a sharp pullback. As you can see, the last time Appl was this vertical when it comes to the this weekly chart, guess what happened? Bam, straight back to where? The 52. Look what's happening right now. Where we're likely to get to? Probably likely to have a bit of a pullback here soon. I know they've got the price split happening as well too. So that's all in play as we speak. So there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. My question for you guys is, I am very bullish silver, as you can see from my analysis and from what I'm looking at. How long do you think it's going to take for silver to get to all-time new highs, just like gold, as you can see, has already done? Leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey traders, John Hal here. Thanks for watching my video. For a limited time only, I am giving away free access to my brand new trading course. I've put all my most powerful systems, strategies, and trading techniques that I've learned over the last 15 years and put it in this course, and I'm giving it away for free for a limited time. See, in this brand new Guide to the Markets by the Board trading course, and you can get it when you go to johnsfreegift.com, you're going to learn, firstly, you're going to get access to a brand new training course for 90 minutes, and you're going to learn all the details step by step to my #1 trading system with over a 90% success rate that works on any market and any time frame. You're also going to learn 3 powerful chart reading and trading techniques. You're also going to learn 2 more powerful trading systems, and also you're going to learn 7-figure trading secrets, mindset techniques, and so much more. There's top 13 mistakes you're going to learn, the 10K per month formula, and so much more. No, this is not a get rich quick scheme, but if you are struggling with your trading right now and you need help, then for a limited time, you can get free access to this. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now, or click on the very first thing in the description, because for a limited time, I'm giving away. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now and start getting access to this full complete trading course, plus also the free training with my #1 trading system with over 90% success rate. Go do that right now, and I'll see you on the next page.